And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
Oh, well, here we go. You know what? No music, no nothing. I'm jumping into the show. Thanks for everybody tuning in. People are rolling in as we speak. Eric said, screw this. Giants lose 5-2. Eric said, I'm not even coming in today. Lou's on a break. He's on vacation. He's texting me going, thank God I'm not even there this weekend. You guys are rolling in. You want to talk about this Giants team, but I'll tell you what, there's not a whole lot to talk about. There's a lot to bitch and complain about. I was there again. As hard-earned money as I guess I can make. You work for a living, you buy your tickets, you go to the game, you want to be, isn't that what Eric says he is, promos? Are you entertained? Oh my God, there's nothing entertaining about today's game, and I'm going to tell you some things that happened when I was there that was just absolute rubbish, and I'm telling you, my doctor says, avoid stress, take your speaking of the heart pills, hey, stand by one. Where's the heart pills? And here they say you got to take the heart pill. Let's do that now. What a way to start a show. You got to take your nitroglycerin pills, and you got to survive a day of this crap without Eric and Lou. So thank you. Thanks to everybody for coming in. All right, Mets. They roll off 3 in a row. Giants won the opener, but a 5-2 final today. The Mets with 13 hits at Oracle Park. Spacious. Oh, it's a pitcher's. How come all the other teams hit? And they can hit home runs too, by the way. Giants, 8 Ks. They strike out. Hey, that's it. And did anybody see what happened when Logan Webb exited the game? I mean, Logan, you couldn't ask for a better outing from Logan Webb, all right? But then we don't score any freaking runs for the guy. Come on. And what happens with Miller? They go to the bullpen, and then Miller eventually comes in. His splitter, they were serving up batting practice. That was just base hit. That was just batting practice, taking it off a tee. His splitter was horrible. 1-6 at home. That's just not acceptable. How can this team be 3 wins, 7 losses, 3 out of the first 10? That's all you've won, 2 of which come on the road, and 1-6 at home. And people were at the ballpark today. Don't go back and do the show and be all complaining and wound up because, all we got to do is sweep the Phillies. Sweep the Phillies? You kidding me? Holy cow. Oh my God. I put down in my notes for today's show. You remember the old football adage? Remember the old football adage when you review your record, you look at the Mets, how good they did in this series. I mean, they just plugged away, base hits, stolen bases. They just all around decent team. And the Giants, 3-7-10. All right, and that football adage, they are who we thought they were. It's terrible. Buster, I got to ask everybody this. I'm going to get to the chat in a second. Let me vent for a few minutes because after seeing that game today at Oracle Park, it was absolutely horrendous. You've got Buster Posey trying to put this team together. I mean, come on. These veteran teams just plug in the holes, and hey, Arise, best hitter on the team. But all these guys like Arise and Chapman, and Chapman's another story, guys. But all these guys who are just filling. You've got arguably an up-and-coming talent of a manager, right? Everybody likes, or at least liked, Tony Vitello. Everybody was telling me, oh my God, he's going to be great. Well, get him a young ball team. Let it grow. Let me worry about this thing in 3, 4, 5 years. Let's see what this team becomes in 5 years. Not plugging away with just filling holes and we got him for a 1-year deal. He'll be gone. Next year, we're going to have no pitching probably. What are we doing? Well, where's he going to go out and find all the pitching? I almost needed Tommy's Margarita to break already, but we are who they thought we were. And they're on pace to have roughly 10-20 record, maybe a little better, maybe a little worse in the first 30. And that is exactly what I called. So they're 3-7. They continue the homestand tomorrow. And you can talk about, And again, sweeping the Phillies with these batters seems impossible. You're damn right it is. And people are at the ballpark talking about, it'll be okay. All we got to do is sweep the Philadelphia Phillies. Sweep the Phillies. We're right back in it. And then we got 6 wins. Win at home. It's important. If you had to bet it all in Vegas on sweeping the Phillies, are you in or are you out? Because, dude, I already got my bet in. What's going to happen? It's not going to be pretty. And you've thrown. You say Logan Webb is your ace, and he pitched like one decent today. And now, again, we're going to go back into a pitching staff in this Phillies series. We don't know what to expect on any given day. Tomorrow, you've got Adrian Hauser, 0-1, and Andrew Painter will go for the Philadelphia Phillies, who lost to Colorado today, by the way. Painter against Hauser, that one at Oracle tomorrow night at 6:45. I'm scheduled to be there. I thought my buddy Dean might show up tomorrow. I might be there on a Monday night at Oracle Park, a team with 3 wins and 7 losses, 3 wins in 10 games. Might not be many people in my section tomorrow. Oh, speaking of Dean, good start by Webb. Absolutely. Everything else was awful. Wish there was anything else to say. There isn't much to say. I'm bitching and complaining on the show today. Eric just said, it's Easter. I'm not coming on to talk about this crap today. And maybe we'll throw out the link later. Might be a short show. Is Buster Posey, guys? Let me hear you in the chat. Is Buster Posey over his head? Would you do what I want to do and go young, build a team that can develop under Tony Vitello? Isn't that what they should be doing? And I was going to mention earlier, I got all wound up on a number of different fronts, but if Matt Chapman is going to dish out the catch the effing balls all the time, well, throw the effing ball, keep it under the, you know how many of his throws are going in the dirt over it? And then you had first start of the year over at first for old man Devers. He couldn't pick one out. I'm not blaming him necessarily, but Chapman's all talk this year. And he's just, I don't think he's played well. Certainly not playing well with the bat. Nobody's playing well with the bat. You see Jung Poo Lee, more like Jung Poo Lee, the way he's playing lately, guys. I mean, you see him again today. He closed out the game. Everybody in the ballpark said, it's ball 4. No, he had to swing at it. A ladder to get to it and the helmet flying off again. And Chapman, what was he doing, guys? Did you see the 9th inning where Chapman was stealing second base? That run, some guys use the term, that run means nothing. That run means everything. You're not going to steal a base to just try to get that one run home when you're down by 3. Stupid, idiotic, poorly played baseball in every way, shape, and form. Somebody next to me goes, I watched your show. Bailey got a hit. Bailey was lucky. He just sliced that thing and left field. Anyway, I'll tell you, a lot to go over. Spend some time talking to guys in the chat here. You guys make the show, and we got so much to talk about. Wait, do you guys think that now that they have 3 wins in the first 10 games of the year, that we may see Eldridge sooner than later? The way they're swinging the bats. Do you think Eldridge? Do we go with the young guys? Do you want to go with what we should have been doing 2 years ago, or late under Farhan, going with the young guys? Holy smoke. Can you tell that I am absolutely wound up tonight? I want to see how you guys feel tonight on this edition of Giants Sports Talk Live. Giants lose again. 3 wins on the young season. I see the post I just had up there. TBD. Posey and Tony V are garbage. Why is Tony garbage? Tony Vitello's garbage? Tony Vitello can only work with what he has. What do you mean Tony V is garbage? It's the only guy on the team I really like right now, to be honest with you guys. I said that in San Diego the other day. I said, I'm all in with this Tony guy. He's out there. He's watching. You see me get thrown out tonight, going to bat for his guys. And like Eric says on most shows, the manager does not necessarily go to bat. So how can you blame Tony V? I certainly don't. I think that's more or less you're just looking for scapegoats and excuses at this point, if you say that. Ugly baseball is what C. Davis says in the chat. It was ugly today. The only thing good about today, or would have made it better for me, was Robbie Dizzle was there again today. We didn't get to hook up. There was a number of guys I saw earlier in the chat ask me, where were you? Well, I'm actually home now. I got out of there at a decent time right after the final strike of the ball game on that swing and miss by Jung Poo Lee. And I missed out. So if Robbie Dizzle, you're in the chat, say hi. Wish I had to run into you today. Robbie had to rush to the ball. He wasn't going to go today. He goes, oh my God, it's Valkyries Day. So Robbie got there to get his Valkyries jersey. I saw a lot of guys from the show popping over because it was a big day. And everyone was there on what is Golden State Valkyries Day, baby, at Oracle Park. I'm already looking forward to their season. You can crap on me if you want. I love that team. Love women's basketball in general. They got a vibe. Guess what, guys? The Valkyries made the playoffs last year. Did I bring that up on the show recently? They made the playoffs in their first season with a bunch of cast-offs. The Giants, these aren't cast-offs. Oh, this is Posey's team. Not a playoff team. We got the Phillies for 3. Then a break on Thursday, and I'll have the next edition of Giant Sports Talk Live in the cards, and we'll go in-house. I'm going to have a guest that a lot of you know coming up on Thursday night show. Then the Giants hit the road. You got Baltimore for 3. You got Cincinnati for 3. Washington for 3. Washington Nationals, you thought early, training camp, you would have said, oh, that's your chance to, hey, you got to win 3 there. You know what the Washington Nationals did? They traded Soto before. They traded guys. They built a young team. And guess what they're doing now, guys? They were competing this weekend with the LA Dodgers. I'm not sure if it went final. Anybody out there know if that Dodgers score is final? Dodgers were on the way back. Another poor outing for Roki Sasaki when we look at the scoreboard in a few minutes. The Nationals, young ball club, got rid of all the old leverage contract. Just built young. Oh, I am so pissed today after watching Giants baseball over at the ballpark today. How about Super Chat? My buddy Robbie Mann, $2. Boycott Oregon. Don't give Greg Johnson your hard-earned money. If I hadn't gone out and bought my tickets already, I'm with you. Who else would be with me? Boycott Oracle. Just because there's baseball doesn't mean we have to go. Just because there's a ballpark down the street from me doesn't mean, oh my God, I've got to go to the ball game tonight. Yeah. Orange Man, he's in the house today. Orange Man is pissed off, but there's still hope. Orange Man has a little bit of Eric. There's still hope. But the real Orange Man's pissed off like me. So he's kind of, he plays at both sides of the fence. So that's okay. I like the fact, you know what? Good on Eric. I don't know if it was Orange Man or who, did you guys see the show last night? I was hanging out with Orange Man at the ballpark yesterday. There you go. Eric is Eric pulled the plug. He said this team sucks. It's Easter Sunday. I'm just hanging out with the wife. Take the day off. He goes, I want nothing to do with this today. Hey, can you blame him? Can you blame him, guys? Easter Sunday, he's got family, I think, home. So good on him. He says, he didn't even want to do I don't think he did the schedule last night, the scoreboard, nothing. Why bother? Why bother? 3 wins, 10 games in. Be prepared for a long summer of baseball, guys, because I just can't see this changing. And we're going to have games. We're not going to be a 50-win team because there's going to be games where Devers goes 4 for 4. Guys have their game, and we're going to win games and maybe win some games that we don't necessarily deserve to win. Remember last year? So all is not lost, but are we really, are you guys saying that this is a playoff team? Right on, Dean. Everybody wants to just enjoy the day. I'm not going to be here too long today because I'm like most of you guys probably, like Eric, Lou. We're going to try to regroup and get ready. I'll put the link out. I'm sure Chardall's kicking around somewhere. I mentioned his name, and he's like a genie coming out of a lantern. Nobody's seen Chardall. You mention him, and poof, he appears. So we'll see what he thinks. And I guarantee if he comes in the show, he's going to tell me what a great job I'm doing anyway. And I kind of need that boost today because the team sucked. And I don't want the show to suck as bad either. Looking forward to Lou's arrival back. He's over at the Masters Golf Tournament. I think he's going to take quite a few days off this week. It might be the end of the week before he is back. But Lou is actually, hey, look at that. Lou isn't missing anything. Lou, we miss you, pal. We miss you. You're more entertaining than the San Francisco Giants, all right? It's absolutely rubbish. I was texting with Lou early in the ball game. I'm like, hey, it's 5th inning, 6th inning, we got 2 hits. He's like, yeah, Giants baseball. What do you expect? So, Lou, glad to know you're out there and you're safe. You had a good trip so far. 3-7, they are who we thought they were. That's it. A real puker today. As the Giants win the opener, all look good coming off that road trip, right? You win 2 or 3 in the road trip, you win the opener against the Mets, and then they just go on a rampage. Arise, the only guy really doing much with the bat, and that's what he does. He's a 300 hitter. He gets the bat in the ball. He's going to get his base hits, right? Not going to be a big power hitter or anything else. What you're going to get is your base hits, your knocks, 300 hitter. But what about everybody else in this lineup? You expect more. They decide on the road trip. I go to the first game in San Diego, the beginning of we were almost a week ago since that. And who do I text Eric? I go, you're not going to believe who's leading off. He goes, oh, we know. So they get a new leadoff hitter, move the shortstop up to leadoff, tinker with the lineup a few times this year. How did that work today, guys? I believe it was an I'm going to check. I don't want to give you misdirection, but I believe it was an 0 for 4 today for Willie Adames. Yeah, 0 for 4. So, it is what it is. Chapman might be bringing out the old nickname for him real soon. I don't like doing that, but got to do. It's the truth. It is. It really is. My God, we suck. When I say we suck, and everybody's all, oh, calm down. We won 3 out of 10. You say that, oh, it's okay. Don't be pulling a Robert Rothberg on me here on this show on a Sunday early evening saying all is well. And Eric, I need you back here because I'm going to go off on you again. I'm telling you, man, when you talk about Devers and, he'll be okay. It doesn't matter if he's going to be okay or what he does. He ain't doing it now. Nobody's doing it now. How are you going to win now and keep in the attack mode, trying to keep in the American League, tough American League West with Arizona? And I'm telling you, Colorado's a better team too. Don't sleep on Colorado. Tomoyuki Sagano picked him up from Baltimore. He had another great outing today. They beat the Phillies. They just came off a great series against the Blue Jays. Yeah, tough division. It could be a long year. San Francisco Giants. Did I throw it out? I think I threw it out. Put out the link, and we'll just give you a couple of minutes. If anybody wants to come in and say hi, you can do so. If not, I am going to get the hell out of here, as Eric would say, because not much to talk about today. Some guys that I think shouldn't be here. I'm not getting much response. I want to know from you guys. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me that Giants ownership, they keep seeming to just spend enough to plug the dam, blow it up, go young for a young up and coming Vitello. Give them the young players to develop. Make this a winning culture, a winning team, young players. You always said it. I want to see the young guys. Well, now do it. Do it, because what they're doing now doesn't cut it. I'm telling you. Oh, my God. Oh. And people weren't happy. 7th, 8th, and 9th. Some of you guys in the chat, you were there with the Seagulls out in the outfield. There were a lot of them today, too. It must have been a lot of pizza, hot dogs out there. Because on this Golden State Valkyrie Day, a lot of you were saying that it ain't working. Ain't working. And it's kind of 50-50. It's kind of 50-50, in my opinion. Half of you want them to blow it up. And a lot of you guys, it'll be okay. We just go with these guys like Adamas. And it is what it is. Some guys, I know some of you weren't there today. I know Dean wasn't there. I was hoping Dean would be there and give me his Valkyrie jersey, but he didn't want to. You know what? He's so pissed off. He didn't even want to go today. So I don't blame him. He was out getting another haircut. He's looking so dapper lately. Absolute, utter crap, and it was painful, as you say, Dean. Did you watch it? Did you see the game today?
Part of me wishes I didn't, but yeah.
That was me up in our section. I was there. That was me. Did you see the guy with the bag over his head? Said the anonymous fan. That was me.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even admit. I told Eric I got to see a psychiatrist. He's going to do a deep dive. Are you even a Giant fan at this point? What is there to cheer for? What did you see today? Tell me. Talk to me.
I'll tell you what I saw, Glenn. I saw a lot of the same of what we've been seeing out of the offense pretty much all season, outside of a few aberrations. Look, the aggressive swinging with this team, it sometimes works when the pitcher's not on their game, but 9 times out of 10, the pitcher has some semblance of what they're doing, and it is not working out. Look, again, sometimes it works, right? We talk about how bad the offense has been, and I was looking through the stats and just being like, okay, like I know the offense is bad. Where are we struggling the most? And I was surprised to find that it was not batting average, but it was OBP. So this team is not taking its pitches, and I've been seeing this all year. All year. It's been 9 games, but so far, like this is an aggressive swinging team that is not picking its pitches properly. They are just swinging and hoping things work. And again, when you can string a few base hits together like they did against the Padres, yeah, it works out. It looks great. Does it work all the time? Absolutely not. You have to adjust your approach per pitcher, and it really doesn't feel like this offense is adjusting its approach to the different pitchers they're facing. They're not taking advantage of of the different pitchers that they're facing. And again, I know that they had a tall order against Senga. I knew that they were going to strike out a bunch, and through 5 2/3 inning of work, they struck out 7, pretty much around what I was expecting.
Yep.
But again, it becomes difficult to put pressure on the defense when you're getting a bunch of 1, 2, 3 pitch outs. It just doesn't work. And then, of course, on top of everything else is just not going this way. Like the base running was terrible. The defense was pedestrian.
Base running. Let me ask you about that. All right. There were guys next to me, and they're like, I hate that term. It really makes no sense whatsoever. I don't like when I hear it from. I don't think you're a fan of use this term late in the ball game. You're down 5-2. Chapman trying to steal second. They go, that run doesn't matter. Yes, it does matter, and that's why you don't run. You don't. Don't tell me you want to stay out of a double play. You need the run. Why 100%. He's running? Why running in the 9th inning? I have no clue.
Why should it be up to? And what infuriates me about the composition of this team is the fact that it has to be left up to Chapman to do that. Like, Chapman is by no means an above average runner. Like, do I think he has a good eye for the base path? Sure. I mean, but still, even so, the fact that we have to leave it up to him to be our to be a base stealer, that's not going to cut it.
Yeah, but you just said Chapman is not an above average runner. Okay, fair point. But are we above average in any category? Are we above average in anything? I don't think so. I said off the top of the show, I don't know if you were here at the beginning, I'm watching Miller pitch today. And my God, splitters they were terrible. The ball's up, it's down, it's all over the place. And then he's serving meatballs. It was like, I swear to you, all I could think of when I was at the game and I was watching Miller pitching today was watching our old buddy there at, do you remember the video we used to play of this? Oh my God! That's what the Mets were doing off Miller. Just on a tee. So listen, the pen stinks. What has the pen done? Nothing. Logan Webb gave up 7 hits today, but he held us in the game. All right, I'll give him that. Didn't pitch, to me, he's still not pitching like an ace, a true ace, where I'm confident. But got the job done. After Webb, I mean, it's up for grabs. And to be 1-6 at home, so there's nothing to this Giants team that to me is above average. The only thing above average is they're an above average stinking team.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. They aren't doing well at anything right now, which makes this all the more frustrating. Like, yeah, again, comes on. Obviously, nothing more really needs to be said about the offense. Nothing really needs more to be said about the bullpen. You know, our rotation is Webb, Ray, and hopes and dreams at this point. Sorry, I'm doing Roop a little dirty by that. Roop is fine. I don't have any problems with Roop, but we're it's like the rotation is one injury away from completely collapsing in on itself. And then this defense, uninspiring, the base running for non-existent, has been for the last several years and does not seem to have any signs of changing. Again, sorry to go back to the whole Chapman debacle in the ninth. I'm not against him trying to go for a steal there. I'm against the fact that our team is so freaking slow that Chapman feels the need to have to go for it because nobody else is going to do it.
Should have been running.
Who's really going to run it?
He's down by 3 in the ninth. You get him on. He has no business trying to swipe bags. I don't know what was going on. Senior says, you know what? Tony V was brought in for 28. That's fine. But they're stuck with some of these players, man. Some of who did these contracts, man. Holy crap. You got how many more years? 7 more years is it for Devers? 7 more years? And how many more is it 5 or 6 for Chapman? Crap. Ooh, I almost said it. Chapman at third base. I mean, Chapman, he was bitching and complaining a little bit over there in that series in San Diego. He is the least person right now who should be tossing stones at a glass house, in my opinion.
Yeah, totally.
But anyway, it was a rough watch. The fans weren't happy. The Boo Birds started at Oracle Park for the first time that I've really heard this year. The fact that they can't win at Oracle Park, Dean. I mean, an average ball team, at worst, you should be able to win at home, and you take your lumps on the road. This team ain't winning nothing at home. Oof.
No, absolutely not.
When am I going to see you at the ballpark? Are you ever? May I ask, Dean? Are you ever going back?
So I actually have a coworker of mine who's originally from Philly and wanted to go check out the game tomorrow. So I am going to be their Oracle Park tour guide. I can't really say much about the game though. But
are we going to be on our? Are you going to be up in my section tomorrow?
Not in particular. I hop around, so.
Oh, you jump
I
around.
like to.
Well, it is Easter. I mean, if that's what you got to do, jump around, hop around, it's okay. But the Giants, I'm sick of them laying eggs, man, because this is terrible.
Yeah, this is just it's unacceptable. It's absolutely unacceptable. It's and it feels strange to me because you look at this team on paper and all things aside, this still feels like I feel like I've been saying the same thing this year and last year and the year before that. On paper, there are things that should be working better than they are. So that kind of begs to me the question of why is it that we sign these guys and suddenly they look worse, and we have these other guys who leave and suddenly look better? Is there something going on in our development staff? Is there something going on with our coaching? Again, I'm not privy to this information, so who really knows? But it just feels weird to me and statistically significant that everyone would just suddenly get worse coming here. So it kind of makes me think one of two things, which is either, like I said, something having to do with the organization not supporting their players properly, or B, having a team that's not built for the park that they're playing in, which again, I see things on paper. Arias was brought on with this idea that with his ability to make contact and make use of the cavernous outfield, he could do better. Sure enough, Arias is one of the few people who are actually producing worth anything today and throughout this season. Yeah. But then you get these guys like Adames, who I know he struggles a lot at the beginning of the season. He struggled a lot at the beginning of last season too. But that's not an excuse for him to just his strikeouts look so bad. Like there are some strikeouts that are okay, yeah, he just got beat by the fastball. Nothing you can really do about that. But some of those swings that I see out of Adames is just, oh my gosh, how do you get away with this?
Absolutely. It's Giant Sports Talk live on a early Sunday evening, 5-2 final at Oracle Park. Yeah, not the Giants. They didn't win. I got to agree with Gary. Gary knows baseball. You can't, you're down by 3 runs. The guys shouldn't be on the base paths. You stick it first. You try to move the runners over. You try to build some leverage and see if you can get back in the game. He should not have been running in that play. No freaking way. Good call, Gary. Let's see. Some guys are enjoying your takes here. We appreciate that. A few good comments about Dean's appearance on the show as always and as usual. I'm going to get you to stick around, and I think we shouldn't waste any time. Is this the... Let's do this
and
one.
Now, a Giant Sports Talk Live scoreboard update. And
Not
now,
gonna...
a Giant Sports Talk Live scoreboard update.
Hey, there you go. It's like magic. The guy came back second time there. All right, I'm not going to get into too much depth, but the Mets beat the San Francisco Giants 5-2. Arizona, they win again. Arizona defeated Atlanta. That one went 10 innings. 6-5 was the final. I mentioned Colorado earlier in the show, how they seem to be turning their tides around with, by the way, younger players. Colorado had a good series in Toronto from the ball I saw. And they were playing the Philadelphia Phillies, who were getting ready to roll in. Tomoaki Sagano picked up his first win of the year. Colorado beat Philadelphia today. So Colorado's winning. Arizona's winning. They both won today. And the Los Angeles Dodgers, is that game a final? LA was in action. And let me just check. They came back, beat Washington 8-6, although I do like what I see from Washington. They went youth, and they're going to be a much better ball club. So everybody's winning in the division, except the Giants. Not looking good. And I'm just touching on the Western Division teams because I really don't want to get into a whole scoreboard today. I really don't.
Sure. Makes sense.
Yeah. I'm going to watch. I'm spending the night. You know what I'm going to watch tonight? You ever see this miniseries? The Bronx is Burning.
I have heard of it.
Story of the 70s New York Yankees getting Reggie Jackson, and nothing better. You watch a movie when the characters actually look like the people they're portraying, right? That guy looks like Reggie. Look at that. That's George Steinbrenner right there. That's a guy from one of those. What's that hospital show you like, Bernice? Grey's Anatomy. I think it's that one. He's the doctor on that show, isn't he? I don't know. He's over there now saying, "What are you talking about?" I said, "I don't know. It's been a long day. I was at the ballpark early this morning. It was Valkyries Day, so I got my Valkyries jersey.
Yes.
That is the one bright spot today. My one bright spot. My hot dog and my cold adult refreshment. And I miss seeing you today. I was hoping I'd see you there. Robbie Dizzle was there. I didn't get to see him. And I haven't seen my boys, Eric. Well, Eric was here briefly yesterday, and Eric's taking the day off. Lou is on the road at the mat. Are you a pasture pool kind of guy? I don't watch golf. I'm not a golf guy.
No. I know my dad watches it to fall asleep, but
Good call. Tennis, same thing. I'm like, yeah. Although I might say that watching Giants baseball might be like watching golf for me lately. Maybe maybe Dad should be watching some Giants baseball. You're trying to get to sleep.
maybe it's leave us about as awake as the offense is right now. I'll tell you that much.
We're going to talk about the Phillies for a second.
Hey, who wanted the poo-poo platter?
3, Philadelphia. You said you're going to go there tomorrow.
I'll be there tomorrow.
Scrubs. I think half the lineup's scrubs, to be honest with you. What do they do again? Do you think teams come in here? I think teams are coming in here now going, there's no reason why we're not taking 2 out of 3. I can't see teams worried about playing the Giants, Dean.
No, they shouldn't be. They look terrible right now.
Yeah. So I think that I'll give the Giants their prop and say they win 1. So I think we'll win 1 of the 3.
Which one do you think that one is?
I haven't really deep dived, and I don't want to right now. But I'm just going to say
that's fair.
Based on numbers, they should win 1 of 3. Okay, but if you win 1 of 3, you're losing all your series here, Dean. It's creeping away from you. I mean, 3-7. That's ugly.
Yep, it's pretty bad.
I mean, you more than doubled your losses as opposed to the wins. It's 7 losses, dude. You only got 3 wins. That is going to be a rough. That's dude. And if they don't win the series against Philadelphia, at least win it. It's really getting on the ugly side, as statistically as it is. And the fact that nobody's hitting. Bailey had to steal you a base today to get you back in this game, to get you the run you needed earlier in the game. It was Bailey who actually stole a base and then scored. So, I mean, even a blind squirrel finds the nut once in a while. He was productive today. A lot of people calling for his head. I was pissed last night on the show because they said, all the people are coming out now saying, bench Bailey, bench Bailey. I've been saying that for 2 years, and everybody's, he's the greatest catcher. He's the greatest defensive catcher. You can't take him out of the lineup, Dean. Can't move him out of the lineup. Now everybody's calling for him out of the lineup. So how quickly his fate didn't stand the test of time early in the season. The bullpen's trouble. This whole team. Dude, look, I got all these notes to talk. I don't even want to.
There's no part of this team that doesn't have a massive gaping hole in it, and you can't pretty. There's no way to pretty this up. It's bad. Everything is bad.
I like Hero's definition. It's the definition of insanity. I like that.
What I feel is really frustrating about these Giants too is, like, not only are they losing, they're losing in completely uninteresting ways. This is so far very, very just one-dimensional. Like, this team does one thing and tries to do one thing, and if it fails, they can't do anything. That's really how it's been. Because look at the scores that we've scored, or the runs that we've scored in our losses: 0-0, 1-2, 0, 1-2. See a pattern there?
Yeah.
They can't if they can't win off of their one game plan, the whole thing falls apart. You can't win games like that. You gotta have you got to adjust. You got to figure something out. You got to change your attack plan. But no, every at bat looks exactly the same, right? And that's what's frustrating. Again, it's like I could live with it if like, oh yeah, these batters couldn't get hits, but they were fouling him off over and over again. No, I can't say that because all their at bats are ending within 2 to 3 swings. I can't say that they're good at slugging. Actually, they're the worst slugging team in the league right now. They're not reading the strike zone well. They have the second lowest on base percentage in the league. Most you can say is they make contact sometimes, but you look at their batting average right in the middle. And that's because they swing at everything.
Yeah. We're halfway through this homestand now. You got the Mets for 3. They're heading, or 4, I should say, head of town. And now you got the Phillies. So you're halfway home. You got the Phillies in the next series. Then you go out on the road. Did you hear me mention earlier? You got Baltimore, then Cincy, and then Washington on the next road trip. Like, it's such a, we've talked about it, especially Lou and I, talking about it in length about how tough the month of April would be. So really, this is not surprising me in any way, shape, or fashion. The fact we're 3-7, we might actually have a win in there I didn't expect. I mean, maybe we're a win better than I thought they would be. They're losing ugly. Nothing is good. We harp on, especially Eric was such a proponent of Dom Smith's style of bat. Me, Wilmer, especially off the bench. Both of those guys got the job.
100%.
But we didn't replace them. As some of our guys in the chat like to say, we didn't. Or Moneyball, we didn't replace them in the aggregate. Well, guess what? I think we took steps backward this year, and you're seeing it now as the results play out.
Yeah, 100%. Like what we brought in Arias who's of course doing his thing, but the other replacement is Bader, who hasn't really been able to hit the broadside of a barn so far, save for the one homer he hit.
Yeah, and that's what I said earlier about you will get guys. There'll be the day coming, Dean. Might not be for a while, but there'll be the day when we all go, my God, they were carrying Bailey off on their shoulders again, like his inside the Parker to win last year. Those things happen in baseball, even when you are not a productive or a good player. The law of averages, sooner or later, you get enough hacks. It's like Devers to me. If he keeps swinging hard, sooner or later, one's going to go over the fence. He'll pop his 20 home runs, maybe more. But if that's all you're getting out of him, he's not contributing in a favorable manner. And you got to kind of put all these guys. I mean, it's like a soup, right? You can't have one guy carrying the team each day. This has to be a collective unit, and they are certainly not. They're not producing anything. One guy gets on, leads off an inning, and then it's 1, 2, 3. They strike out. It's that kind of a team where they can't seem to produce anything, and it really pissing me off. By the way, you know what else is pissing me off on Easter Sunday? Anybody else notice? It looks like Dean is like the angel of like good tidings. Look at that. What is that light above your head shining there? You got a halo, for God's sake. On a day where we lost 5-2, you're the guy coming in with a halo. My God.
Yeah, it's a sign of the end times, Glenn.
Don't strike me down.
Let's be prepared.
Waiting for a lightning strike.
The Giants need to repent for their sins against our eyes.
You know, one guy who comes in quite often, he says this could be a 90 to 100. He thinks he thinks we're talking Colorado Rocky baseball here, Dean. 90, possible 90 loss team. Is it that bad?
It's pretty bad.
Holy smoke. Everybody else feeling that way out there in the chat? And you know what? We're talking. One guy talks losses. Here's TBD talking wins. Giants are a 60 to 70 win team. 60 wins. This is, oh my God. Are they running naked in the streets already out here down King? 60 wins. Is it really that bad? Is that how you feel this team is? Oh my God. I give it the next series. You got to give it a little while. Eric is right. I mean, it's early, so you got to give it a little while. See how, but I mean, if you play this percentage, if your win percentage is 300 after a month, I'm going to be, somebody's got some splaining to do.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, we talk about April's schedule, and yeah, April's schedule is tough. That's true. I mean, I will grant them that. But at the end of the day, like, if you want to have any semblance of being like, oh, this could be a playoff team, you still have to win against them every once in a while, right? That you can only take one out of a 4-game series against the Mets, who before this, remember, need I remind us that before this series, against the Cards, they went 1-28 with runners in scoring position, and then the offense then explodes against us, doesn't bode too particularly well. And again, like, these are games that, like, even if you aren't going to win these games, you still have to show out. The fact that they're losing on its own wouldn't be enough for me to panic. It's how they're losing.
Yeah.
So, like, yes, it's early, but you can't really lose in much worse ways than they've lost so far. And that's the part that has me.
Now, I want to thank everybody who's coming in on a late Sunday after, especially Easter Sunday and a tough loss. People are at least spending some time with us. We appreciate that. We're almost an hour into the show. And the Phantom, where's the Phantom? Oh, here's his comment. When Bader and Lee ran into each other, it's a terrible reminder of last year. Lee needs to wake up out there. And you know what I'm going to do? I forgot about that play, by the way, during the show. So thanks for bringing that up. But I am not going to criticize Jung-Hoo Lee for running. He tried to get out of the way on the play, and their legs collided. Actually, he was trying to get out of the way, and he collided. The legs collided. But I will tell you this. Jung-Hoo Lee's been playing center field. Now, all of a sudden, again, Giants baseball. Let's make him a right fielder and get a new center fielder. So this is the kind of shit that's going to happen, Dean, when you start getting guys playing at a position like Schmidt last week. Mm-hmm. If you're going to criticize a guy for not catching the ball, then put a guy who plays first base. How about put a guy? What a concept. Put a first baseman at first base.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've been worried about this whole right side of the field since the season started.
Me too.
Again, and that kind of ties to the roster construction. The roster construction is perplexing, to say the least, especially when you look at your pitchers. Like, yeah, you got some strikeout guys, but for the most part, most of your rotation and your bullpen are like weak contact guys. You get stuff squirting into the right side. You need the solid defense there. And like, we've already had our moment with Schmidt. I'm still stuck on the idea that, Arias doesn't look particularly mobile there at second, but I'm willing to give him a little bit more of a break because that's not really why he's here. And, Jung-Hoo, I love the guy, but with every passing day, you look more and more of that contract as much as I like him, and as much as I like again, gotta support my Asian baseball players. It doesn't look good, right? This is a guy who, again, we brought in from Korea with the intent that this is a guy who makes contact, doesn't strike out, almost like an Arias with a little bit more pop in his bat. Well, look at what he's been doing so far. He's been striking out a ton lately. And I don't know what exactly is the situation there. What is he not seeing that he was able to see in Korea? Maybe he's just out of his depth, and this was just a bad contract to give him in the first place. I don't really know. I don't know what happens behind those closed doors, but it's not passing the eye test right now. As far as fielding and right, I'm still willing to be a little bit more of a pass there, but I think there still is something to that. We're playing him out of position. This is not his preferred space on the field, and so that's going to come with its own growing pains. And so I don't know.
That's Giants baseball to me. That is, this offseason has been exactly the epitome of Giants baseball. Let's take our center fielder, good, bad, or indifferent, and let's make him a right fielder. And then we're all in on this guy to play center field, who actually has never been a starting everyday center fielder in Major League Baseball. So we're going to recreate that position. And which is, the problems we had last year in left field that sort of, to a degree, seem to be rearing their head out there. It's only a matter of time, I think, before we see a disaster out there left again, that people are going to go off the charts and the chat's going to go nuts some evening here pretty soon when Ramos has a bad day. So we'll see what happens. Before I let you go, Couple of other comments coming in the chat. Been really good ones today, again, considering that the team stinks and we suffered a 5-2 loss today. Somebody says, maybe, why aren't you platooning guys like, here's a position, Lee and Oliva, or Oliva. I think it's pronounced Oliva. So my question in that regard, it's a good point. Do you realize, Dean, that our best players in camp are the players who aren't on the field?
Yeah, I noticed that. I mean, he's
Koss had a great
for all of the
Koss
things
great.
that I feel like Vitello is doing well. His bench management is something that has certainly sort of like perplexed me. And then, like, again, this is, he seems to be content to mix up the lineup and try a few different things. I really don't think that they should be. I think they should move Adames out of the leadoff spot, but that's a different thing.
We're only a week in. We're not even a week in the second series, Dean, and they got a new leadoff man. You're right. What are we doing? This is Giants baseball of years gone by. They're chasing wins. They're looking at the computer and let's make him. What? Our shortstop has no business being a leadoff hitter in Major League Baseball. None at all.
Yeah, they keep moving guys up and down the lineup, but then they seem to conveniently forget that they have 4 other guys that they can plug into the lineup, and they've only done so because of Schmidt's back tightness. And yeah, it's just like it's perplexing. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, again, we haven't seen Oliva outside of pinch running situations. We haven't seen.
He's going with his guys, Dean. He's going to the well with his guys, and then he's going to live and die by what he's been. Look at the series. Schmidt was terrible, but he was going with him. Now Bailey, he doesn't seem too anxious to get Susak any at-bats or any innings out there behind the plate.
Right, and it's just like, if you're going to experiment, you may as well experiment with the guys you got on your bench and see what they have. They, like, when we won the first game with Susak having his 3-for-3 day with a walk, we were all like, yeah, it's the beginning of the season. Give him a shot and give him a chance to, keep the hot bat going, but instead they're just like, no, we're content to pretend like that never happened. And we'll see him come in for defense and do nothing else with it.
Yeah. My opinion as it stands right now is, if you were willing to sit back and voice the situation of the Giants the last couple of years, and you were out there, guys, you were ones that were out there and you were bitching and complaining about what we got from our front office, Farhan Zaidi, namely, then you better be willing to go back to the well again and say the same things about what we've got up there right now. Just because we had a Hall of Fame potential catcher who was an all-star, who hit many a home run at Oracle Park, was a star stud player in our team, does not mean he's doing a great job putting a team together on the field. So he's going to have to answer to it, Dean, in my opinion. I got to let you go. I'm not sticking around much longer. I mean, I thought I was going to do like a 20-minute show. We got an hour now pitching and complaining about this crap anyway.
Well, here's hoping that tomorrow we'll have something a little bit. I don't even care if I'm not even looking for the win or loss tomorrow at this point. I'm just want to have something positive to talk about. Even if they lose a hard fought game, then I can live with that. But they haven't given us any hard fought losses so far. They've only given us just bird zeros and high blood pressure at this point.
I took my pill at the beginning of the show, so I should be able to maintain things till I see it tomorrow. And I don't know if Jerry is being positive or even negative with his camera. It's easy to criticize when you're losing. Damn right it is. It's easy to criticize this team when they're losing. My God.
There's plenty to criticize.
Why the Giants didn't get somebody playing right field during the offseason, Glenn? That's a good question. Why? There were too many holes to fill is the problem with it. And they're getting more and more and more as the years go by. That's the problem. I keep telling Eric, I don't know if you guys even realize, when Robbie Ray leaves this team one way or the other, either at the trade deadline or the offseason, when Robbie Ray leaves, what do we got? Our pitching is going to be, oh my God,
this rotation is going to look so bad.
And where all of a sudden are the real. I'm just so wound up, Dean. It's tough to do a show after this kind of.
I hear you.
And I expected it. I said, Eric, this is not going to be pretty start to the season. And then, of course, Eric, somebody in there, somebody may be right. They said maybe Eric's just a Dodger fan now. So I'll find out tomorrow.
We'll see what.
And you and I will talk about it in detail. I'll see you tomorrow night at Oracle Park.
Yeah. Yep. All right.
Legendary Dean makes an appearance on Easter. Look at the halo above his head. He is bringing great tidings of a great series against Philadelphia. Thanks, Dean.
Absolutely. Anytime.
Okay, brother. My buddy, Dean. Actually, we met at a ball game last year talking about Giant Sports Talk Live. And that's one of the good things about baseball. I still make a lot of friends. I don't have many, but I got some good friends out there. And it was a result of being a baseball fan, cheering on my team. It's hard to cheer this week. Wasn't exactly the best baseball in San Diego, the brief road trip. We got the Phillies coming up, guys. Then we head out on a 3-city road trip, the first real road trip of the season, in my opinion. So we'll see how that shakes out. Tonight, let's try to decompress, get ready for the Phillies coming to town tomorrow. It's not going to be easy. I think the Giants win 1 of 3. How do you feel? Put it down in the chat. You can also post up your comments. Hit the likes and subscribe if you like the show. Maybe Eric is a Dodger fan. I'm going to send a wellness check out to Eric, make sure he's okay and he's not wearing the blue today. Even though, they did win. So everybody in the Division 1 today, guys, except the San Francisco Giants. It's going to be a tough year. I say they should have gone young. They should have blown it up. Nobody listens to Glenny. It's a sad tale. We'll wrap it up with a reminder, our sponsors, Tommy's. Thank you to Tommy's. And we're going to be doing a live show coming up real soon at Tommy's. I'm working in the front office talking about that with Lou and with Julio. We're going to have live part 2 from Tommy's coming up real soon. More giveaways and a whole lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to that. As Eric the Great would say, and before Chardal chimes in and finds us here today, let's get the hell out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Easter Sunday. Try to recover from another Giant loss of 3-7 to start the year. Better things against Philadelphia? Better things ahead? I sure hope so. We'll see you tomorrow night. After the game, Giant Sports Talk Live, and the big question on everybody's mind, will Eric be back?
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production. Your number one source for Giant sports talk and debate. Always has been, always will be. Giant Sports Talk Live.